See it. Jazz, what's up, Jazz? Jazz S. Side note, if you're not in my community, y'all, we got like 4, 5 jazz. We got when I say we got some jazz, we got some jazzes. Okay. Be like people, I finna drop it in the chats. So y'all will see them pop up real quick in the chat. So let me go here. Which y'all should be following me on Instagram already. Okay. So the live is up. Reshare. We drop it on the QC. Let's drop it here. All right. Let me log into it here too. What's up, Malika? We're doing Dallaska day one. Boom, there we go. Let's turn this all the way down. Okay, it's down. This way I can see the comments right here. Sierra. All right, there's April. She's on the YouTube side. Okay. Who else on the YouTube side? How to back hit me? Ooh. How to back hit me? How to back hit me? This way y'all will be able to see. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. I will go ahead and share my screen. This way y'all can see it. Now, I may make a 2.0 and 3.0 version of the sheet. If I do, I'll make sure to send it out. So be checking your emails. Okay. So be checking your emails. All right. Uh, let's see. So make sure yeah, because I may update the sheet because I see it now, but watching from my TV and TikTok on my phone. Oh, Lisa got the setup. Lisa said she got the YouTube with the chart on the TV, but then she got me on the phone. You get what I'm saying? The TikTok on the phone. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, she said she finna get this education because this is gonna be like a full master class. Right. She got the good setup. She got the good setup. Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure everybody's over who's coming over. Christine jumped over so she can see hers as well. Yeah. Okay. I think we should be good. Let's see. Let me hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna start back real quick because I want to see something. Uh, you know what? I've never tried it with side by side. This is new. How does this look? Oh, okay. Let me see something. I'm not me experimenting while I'm here with y'all and on the broadcast. Shout out to y'all watching the replay. Uh my mentor Nikki Saunders would say, shout out to the replay viewers, the replay gang. Uh I'm just seeing how this looks. It looked the same way it did before. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, looked the same way it did a few minutes ago. They talking about. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right. Y'all ready? Put ready in the chat, and I ain't gonna stall y'all no more. Kevin said I signed up. Okay, now go to the YouTube and watch, Kevin. Or you can stay here. You can YouTube. Like I said, you want to stay here and listen. You want to watch on the screen. You can do what needs to be done. No wonder I couldn't find your messages. They were in my spam folder. Listen, you gotta watch the spam folders. Okay. All right. So everybody say they ready. Okay. All right. So Dallaska Branding. We are definitely going to be breaking down brand, build, and convert. Listen, for your 2026. I am glad to be here and be helping you. Listen, this is part one of three. If you didn't already know, of brand, build, and convert. Okay. Now, this is the dope part. Okay. I'm gonna show you the chart real quick. You guys should already have this chart. Like I say, I really feel like I want to add to the branding and I want to take away and add. So if you watch it, it's really good to watch and then see the changes that we make and go from there. But then also we have building your audience, which we can do an adjective, noun, verb. This is the content you should be creating where you are searchable. And then we have converting, right? And we have the sales chart. Okay. Now, this is good for those of y'all that this your first time around. Now, some of this is gonna get a little like, ooh, this is advanced, which is why you need to be inside of Beat Life, but we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? And once again, Beat Life people, y'all already have, some of y'all already have a chart or you already have like pieces of this chart. You want to start a new one, you can. However, we in it, okay? All right, now to properly get into talking about this, talking about branding, I want to show y'all my examples. So my YouTube people, you can see it on the screen. Listen, I created four different types of businesses to show y'all everybody who is off brand. Okay. There are a lot of people who are off brand. Okay. And even if they don't consider themselves to be off brand, they may not be on brand for 2026, meaning where your goals are and where you want to go doesn't necessarily align with what your brand say. Oh, that's a good way to put this, y'all. Your brand say one thing, mhm, but your page say another. I mean, your goals, your dream for your brand say one thing, but your goals say another. You get what I'm saying? You got your goals, but every time we look at your page, it does not, it's not given. The messaging is not there. Same thing when we get into building an audience, content wise, it may not be there. Same thing with converting, right? Your product, your services that you're offering, it may not be there. So your big thing you want to make sure you understand is you want it all to line up. This is something that you can audit of yourself too often, making sure that my brand lines up with my audience and I make sure that my product lines up with my audience. Okay. That's why the audience sits in the middle. The audience is the middle piece. All of that should line up. If it's not lined up, you go just become somebody else that we saw on social media. You go become an easy swipe. You go become somebody who I know do something, but your problem is that I don't see myself doing it with you. You get what I'm saying? Somebody need to put that in the chat. And then I'm gonna hit our examples. Can the people see themselves doing it with you? Okay. Can they see me? Can they see themselves doing it with me? In my coaching, right? What am I doing? We created these Friday content days that we're about to do from the rest of the year on. Why? Because we need people to be able to see and understand. Can you see yourself doing your content and marketing with me? You get what I'm saying? Can you see yourself building your business with me? So if I'm showing you me helping somebody build their business, you see yourself. Okay. If I'm telling you a story, a success story of somebody who built their business, guess what? You can see it. Okay. Can they see themselves? There you go, Sierra. Now, same thing, right? Because we have our examples. I'm gonna go through some of those, but I'm gonna go through even more of my brands where we do this, right? Listen, so same thing. If a person y'all know I got a fitness page. My fitness page primarily pushes an affiliate outside of allowing people to track my journey, right? They able to see me do high rocks, they able all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? They see my fitness community, right? I'm not the leader, I'm not the owner of the fitness community. Guess what I am? I am an influencer for it. But people come to the workouts because they see my experience. So this is why I tell y'all you don't have to always come from um, you don't have to always come from an expert point of view. Okay, you can come from a journeyman point of view. Now, in the chat, which point of view do you think you need to be coming from? I say even if I'm just acknowledging it to Q1, which point of view do you think you need to be coming from in Q1? Do you need to be coming from the expert point of view, or do you need to be coming from the journeyman point of view? You get what I'm saying? I come from a journeyman point of view when it comes down to fitness CEO, right? But guess what? In my fashion brand, guess what point of view I'm coming from instead, y'all? I'm coming from a expert point of view. So fitness, I ain't no expert. I ain't got no degrees, none of that. So get what I'm doing? I'm coming from a journeyman. I'm just inviting you to come along and do the same things that I'm doing. Y'all see how that works? So you got experts, you got journeyman. Now, I'm going to go through some of the examples that I got. If I get to an example that you see yourself in, I want you to let me know, okay? I want you to let me know in the chat. I want you to tell me, I want you to say, that's me. And I found my group, okay? So number one, we go call him Jalen. Jarvis thought of these names, just in case y'all want. And he did first and last name. So number one is Jalen Brooks. That's what he named him. Okay. So Jalen is a digital marketer who needs to build as a personal brand. We all know what Jalen profile looked like. Jalen is Jalen dot digital marketing, as bland as it can get. Or he at Jalen digital product. My favorite digital products. His page is so bland. Listen, and then when you go to his bio, it says something like, "I help people make money through digital products. Why you don't have a digital product? You should have a digital." It just say the same thing over and over. His videos, guess what he talking about? He talking about possibilities. The possibility that you can make money if you had a digital product. The possibility that if you built this digital product. He just, it's all possibilities. What's he lacking, y'all? He no direction, no substance. I don't know what I should be doing with him. Okay. So if the digital product he's selling ain't hot, or if he don't have really great sales skills, guess what? Jalen ain't making no money. And if he is, the people not coming back. Because why? Jalen ain't built no brand. But got you in the chat if you understand Jalen's problem. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how we solve Jalen's problem. Sure. He's going to be just one of them. Okay? But got it in the chat if you like, okay, I get it. I see what Jalen problem is. Jalen ain't got no brain. Don't nobody know why they should really follow Jalen. And then Jalen's audience ain't nothing but a bunch more of him. That's it. It's a bunch more other digital marketers and people who got knickknacks and tic tacs and all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? All right, so we go fix Jalen, right? Jalen is a digital marketer, but he need to be turned into a personal brand. Okay. Now next we got Marcus. We got Marcus Fades. Marcus is a barber. Okay. Remember, put that's me if you fit into this. Marcus is a barber. Marcus is gonna be our service-based business owner example. Okay. Marcus is gonna be our service-based business owner example. Now on Marcus's page, here's Marcus's problem. Marcus got the name. He got Marcus Fades. You get what I'm saying? He got the bio. He tell where you can go get a haircut from him at. He got the pen post right, all of that, right? But on his content, y'all, All Marcus got is just him cutting hair, music playing, and it's over with. Now, if Marcus has really high quality content and he just cutting the hair, and that's the end of the video. He don't put no captions because he been following these Instagram people who told him he ain't gotta have no captions, he ain't gotta have no hashtags. So he do what they say. Okay, somebody tell me in the chat, YT, IG, TT. Somebody tell me in the chat. Even if Marcus got good views, what is his problem? What is his audience doing wrong? There may be a couple right answers right here. What is his audience doing wrong? Engagement. Yeah, he ain't gonna have no good engagement. He got to be searchable. He definitely probably not searchable. What is his audience doing wrong? And this is an example of not having a branding problem, but I do have the build problem, which is the audience. He's not getting watch time. He may be getting a little bit of watch time. That way, that's where he getting views at. Y'all doing good, but y'all ain't hit it yet. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more chances. His audience. What about his audience? Remember, he get good views. His branding is on point, but because his content doesn't have a lot of substance in it, it don't really have no strategy. He just cut hair. I'm like, it ain't nothing special about the video, y'all. He cut hair and that's it. He can't convert. What is he selling? That's it. Come on, Lisa. He not yes, Vanessa. He not talking to him. So what he is doing wrong is he not gonna be making no money. He ain't gonna make no money. Hello, sir. I have to stop back one day to finish the business check. You better come over here and get that work. Hey, what our quote is, y'all? I could have been made you that money. Matt could have been made you that money. We working now. We working now. Hey, girl, listen. You confused me with the question. Well, my bad. Okay, but everybody got it. YouTube people, y'all got it. His problem is now, well, even before I go into that, how many people you aren't experienced in this area? Let me say it like that. You aren't experienced in this area. So you kind of like, man, I hear you, but I don't really understand the problem. Put me in the chat so I can break it down. Because some of y'all, as you build, I need you not to take the wrong turn. Because it's one thing to be driving, it's another thing to be driving in the wrong direction. Okay. And it's another thing to be taking the long way around. And you may not know this. So I may need to break it down. Okay, Chili said me. So she want to know. Listen, Jazz said break it down for him. Listen, y'all, there's content that gets followers and content that grows your views. We call this growth content, right? And even that still needs a strategy. But getting growth is not the same as getting sales. Do y'all understand? I'm going to say it one more time. Getting growth is not the same as getting sales. I'm going to reiterate this one more time. Getting growth is not the same as getting sales, as well as it's not the same content. So if you create content that says to your audience, just watch me, you need to be going for growth and monetization. This still can go wrong if people watch you, but they don't remember you. Okay? Bars. Y'all follow me. If people watch you, but they don't remember you, this is a problem. Okay? This is it's a really big problem. I'm going to say it one more time. If people have the ability to watch you, but they do not know what they're supposed to do with you, you're not going to be in a position where you make a lot of sales. I'm not going to even say you don't make a lot of money, but you have to be going towards, and this is where your substance comes in. That you have to be moving towards. You have to be What she say? Wait. I actually thought you was somebody else. Because the end of their name is like yours. Yes, we're gonna be reaching out to you because we're gonna bring you on the pod. Listen, you're a little far away, and I'm in the middle of a presentation, but I ain't never too busy or bougie not to speak to my people. But yeah, okay. But she's so dope, y'all. Make sure y'all follow her. You get to see me in my element that I'm usually not even in like this because I don't be live all the time. So y'all enjoy this. But we doing what's called Dallaska for those of y'all that's just joining. It's a 3-day free mentorship where I teach you how to brand yourself on the platform, how to build your audience, and how to convert, right? Right now, what we're doing is we're talking about the branding piece. So today is branding day, and we're using our example, Marcus Faze. He has a barbershop. And what I was just talking about is Marcus is creating content. He got the brand, but he creating content that people just watch. He's not creating content that's SEO friendly, which means this content goes towards a certain area. He's also messing up because he's not creating content that allows people to say, I want to do this with you. Everybody got it in the chat if you like, okay, I understand the difference. So in building your audience, you have to be extremely intentional about who you want to be in that audience. Y'all got me? You got to be extremely intentional about who you want to be in that audience. And you have to make, and it's not 100. And Beat Life, we got a little saying, I tell them they can use percentages. So like you have to have a certain percentage of where you're going for growth, and you can have a certain percentage of where you're going for sales. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people like 70-30. Shout out to Dean, he like 70-30. Malika like 70-30. I think she said she 90-10 now. Because it ain't that you can't get sales when you on a growth pattern. You can, but also you have to understand that, listen, you can't just be out here also you all sales because people come, they see your marketing, they say, oh, I want to buy that. But what is the problem? The process of a person who's going to rewatch your content, who's going to come back looking for you, who's going to remember you, is different than a person who left the app and they went to go purchase something. They relate their relationship with you to a product versus somebody who came back and watched relate their relationship with watching you. Y'all got it? So Marcus' problem that we would be fixing for him is that yes, he's creating content. Yes, he has a brand. But unfortunately, Marcus's content, hey Lisa, be safe out here in this snow, you in sharp, in this ice. You know what I'm saying? Dallaska. Appreciate the follow, Tony. So Marcus has to make sure he does the right content to what? To be building his business, not just getting views or not even just getting not just getting not just getting an audience, but even on the money side, Marcus can't be in it just for the money. Because the old people used to say, if it's fast, it won't last. Now, in today's time, we have to go a little deeper in how we say this and how we explain this, right? I like to explain it as if you pushing a business for money and not purpose, don't be mad when you find out that money really don't belong to you. Uh-oh. Don't be really mad when you figure out that you may love money, but money don't love you. Because the same way money come in, it can go out. Y'all understand? You got to be like, let me do my purpose, because whether the money coming in or not, I'm working my purpose. So you got to start it from a purpose. So, and even in your business has to be so intentional that it carries purpose. Okay. Somebody type purpose in the back in the chat. Your business, I'm gonna say it one more time, and we're gonna go to our next example person. Your business has to be so intentional that it carries your purpose. And it don't have to carry all of your purpose. It may only package and carry a portion of it. But even that is better than I'm just chasing money. I'm just chasing dollars. Or I just want you to buy something. You get what I'm saying? Because even in business, guess what? That customer won't come back. People remember you for the experience they had with you. Every brand that we remember that's built is based on, one way or another, the experience. Even if you base it off the product, your problem is you got to put some type of experience with it, because the experience could kill the product. Let me give y'all some examples of some of these brands. Chick-fil-A is really built off the experience. The chicken is pretty good. It's slightly different than what you usually get from somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? I think they be adding sugar to the chicken. You get what I'm saying? That's probably why y'all like it so much. You get what I'm saying? I eat Chick-fil-A, but I'm not a Chick-fil-A fanatic. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe the waffle fries don't hold salt like they supposed to, which usually makes you put too much salt on. You get what I'm saying? And they mac and cheese ain't good neither. But people love them. But they really built off of the experience. The uniforms, if you say thank you, they hit you with my pleasure. It's just different over there, right? You get what I'm saying? Starbucks don't have the best coffee. They just have they're the biggest coffee that has stores. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It's the experience that they do. You get what I'm saying? It is the experience. She said, I thought I was the only one that thought they put sugar. No, I definitely think it's sugar in that chicken. I definitely think it's some sugar in that chicken. I don't know if they tell it. I ain't never looked at the nutritional facts, but I think they definitely put more sugar in there than what they tell them. They just got a good way of putting it in there. But that's a brand that's built off what? An experience, y'all. Let's look at brands that had to take a back seat. Do y'all know that Peloton lost 90% of its market value, meaning in the stock market? How did Peloton, a company that was booming in the pandemic, lose their value? They picked the wrong experience. Oh, this so good. Because this even gets, once again, this where you got to be so intentional. This where you have to be so deep with the purpose of your business. Because Peloton made one simple mistake. They bet on everything being at home, and they aggressively scale. They put money out there. They hire these top-notch trainers, all of that. Money, 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 money into the same thing. But you know what Peloton didn't understand? You know what they missed? They made their business based on an era. Ooh, come on, somebody. So you got to know when you're building a business, if you're doing that, am I basing this on an era? Am I basing this on a piece or a part of life? You get what I'm saying? Something that's right now. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to do. I'm saying that when it comes to brand, when it comes to building your audience, you building an audience that you may not be able to hold. Put a 100 in the chat if you like, okay, I see why this is so important. So when you build your audience, you have to understand, because Peloton had a great brand and they built the audience, but when their audience went back to the gym, they didn't take Peloton with them. Simple as that. People went back to the gym, they left their Peloton at the house. All right. All right. Another example. Mom groups. This one is good because y'all have seen me exponentially promote and level up a dad group. So shout out to the Good Dad Tribe, which I am a member of, and I work I'm the media director for, right? So y'all have seen that do crazy numbers here in the last 30 to 45 days, right? Said, yep, went back to working outside the home. Yep, now you lost your audience. You know what I'm saying? They should have partnered with some gyms while they was in it. But my next example is a mom's group, right? Now, in this mom group, this is Tiana Wells, okay? Now, Tiana problem is she isn't selling a product. Mhm. She's building a space for people. She's building a space people don't want to leave. So let's give Tiana the example of she has the same problem, right? Her content is very generic. I can use this twice because this is a lot of people. And also, she feels like she runs out of content ideas. When what Tiana is coming to me to learn, even if she don't know she coming to me to learn it, is that Tiana, the conversation doesn't have to end. Come on, somebody. Especially when you attach progress and goals to it. Some of y'all, you talk about what you do, right? You talk about what you want to talk about with the people. Your problem is you stop. Mm. Your problem is you stop. You get what I'm saying? You can't just be out here stop. Like now you gotta keep it, you gotta keep feeding the people. You get what I'm saying? You gotta keep feeding the streets, as they say. Some of y'all's best topic, some of your next best topics is a previous topic that there was more to speak on. There was more people to reach from that topic. And you have to understand that, okay? Excuse. All right, next we got a Pilates girly. So y'all know I work with fitness people, right? Thank you, Sean. I work with fitness people, right? So we got a Pilates girly, right? Pilates is hot right now. You get what I'm saying? It's a hot thing to do on the block. And guess what? We got little Miss Ava, and Ava's problem is that she ain't making enough money. She got a conversion problem. She like, Matt, just taking on these people in the group sessions, it ain't it. I only got a few in-person folks and they only pay so much. How am I gonna get my money? You get what I'm saying? So with Ava, we're going to go through her brand building convert process and make sure that she knows how to be able to convert people properly. There are products that match her brand. There are services, hey, Ms. Wendy, that match her brand. Her problem is, once again, she don't know that. She don't know what to offer. And because she don't know what to offer, guess what? She ain't offering it, and it ain't turning into income. Her audience is buying things that they should be buying from her from other places. So she's failing to be. She doesn't have to be a one-stop shop, but she's failing to make revenue from a client that's already in her presence. You get what I'm saying? So when she says she feel like she coming up short, I'm like, listen, there are things that these people would buy from you. Okay. She should be selling subscriptions to create a community on TikTok for her classes. Yep, that's another thing. That's one of the things that she can be doing. Here's another thing that she can be doing, right? If people are going to do Pilates with you, but they may be at a cap of paying for too many sessions in a week, right? The way you always solve your sessions, memberships is one, but if people are going to do it at home, let them buy the do it at home version from YouTube. Now, a lot of times trainers think of this in videos, but Lisa just said it. Selling the equipment is an upsell that may take the light bill and the insurance off of your business. So if people come to you to do Pilates, and maybe you use the machines, but they want to do home Pilates, right? Or maybe you do a hot Pilates, and you do it on a mat. Why they buying the mat from somewhere else? And if most mats that we buy, especially from in the store, are basic, you do know the same way we can print on a t-shirt, we can print on a mat. So why don't you have the more creative mats and people can fall in love with the mats? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You got to give your audience a chance to fall in love with the things that it is that you would sell. And all of this, guess what? Derives from your brand. All of this comes from your brand. Every single piece of it comes, guess what? From your brand. And you don't have to sell everything. Once again, it's a decision. But you do got to understand if people would buy one thing from you, they would buy another. A lot of time it's the business owner that don't think that. It's them that don't think that. When actually us as customers, we be thinking about it all the time. You get what I'm saying? That's why I felt like it's so smart when gyms have cafes in them or right next door. Because y'all, we all either be hungry or thirsty right afterwards. I may not want my whole meal there, but if I'm already at the gym, this is one of the smartest ideas I feel like any gym can do. If I'm already at the gym, matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all answer. When you leave in the gym, let's say for people who got to go to work, because it's different for those of us who maybe not be on the move. When you're leaving the gym, what's the first thing you think about when you leave? Or what's the first place you going to go? Whether you going home, whether you going to work, whether you got to go do something, what's the first place you finna go? Post-workout meal, food, coffee, eat a drink. Listen, food or water, smoothies. So I always said to myself, why don't people sell that at the gym? And if you can't do it or in the gym, make it right next to it. Y'all literally can start cafes and just market to target them to be next to gyms. Because guess what? In the morning, when all them people leaving, if they can come get their breakfast burrito or breakfast taco from you, they will buy it out of convenience. Let me tell y'all something. Convenience is one of the only things we have in the world that will take money, even if people don't like it. Let me tell you, listen, the people ain't even gotta necessarily like. I need this to hit y'all. The people ain't even gotta like it. Have y'all, you know how many of y'all don't really like McDonald's, but you eat it? Because it's convenient. They got one in all your neighborhoods. You don't even like it. Food that be at the gas station. That stuff that we eat, it was convenient to eat. You really didn't even, you really don't like it for real. You don't prefer it. You eat it because it's convenient. As a business owner, you have to place your business, your brand in position to say, if there's more revenue to make, what can I offer people who I already have, who are already leaving to go spend this money somewhere else? This is problem solving mixed with offering at its best. We cooking up in here, and I ain't even yelling at y'all. Put a 100 in the chat if you like. You know what? You know what? Yeah. And think about how small this is. Coffee, smoothies, water, breakfast, maybe breakfast tacos, breakfast burritos, croissants. If you had that alone and you had a breakfast and lunch version, you know how much money you would make in a small shop, real small square footage next to a gym? Can I give y'all a business idea? Miss Wendy, she gonna love this one. She, because she think big like this. She think big like this. Can I give y'all a now? I feel like there's more to it than what I finna say, but it still is an opening situation. I don't know about I don't know about y'all's state, but in the state of Texas, they're closing all the salad to goes. Has it hit anybody yet? Y'all, the salad to goes is some of the best real estate possible. You want to know why? You don't got to rebuild it. Now, I'm not talking about selling salad. I'm talking about the structure of the business. Because obviously something went wrong with salads for them. But I'm saying small square foot facility with a drive-through in it already. All you need to place in it is what people are already looking for. Come on, the infrastructure is already ready. It's a great business opportunity for you right there. Now, there's particulars to that, leases and all of that stuff. You'll have to see where they at with that and how they doing it. But I handed out mirrors and told people that I wanted them to see what access looks like. Ooh, come on, man. Listen, but the infrastructure is already there. So when I was driving by one the other day, I said, Matt, start thinking of what you would put here. Start thinking of, hey, can I go get 5 instead of 10? I mean, can I get 5 instead of 1? Can I get 10 instead of 1? Because the rest of this is nothing but capital. Whether you got it or whether you can go get some funding, OPM, other people's money. And I'm saying this in the midst of this because guess what? The only thing you need to make sure you have is what? Proper branding. Brand, build, convert. Because I may not have the convenience with the customer based on locations, because salad to go is not really based on convenience. Okay. They're not placed based on convenience, but they are placed. What we do know is the infrastructure is made to be drive-through only. So this helps you keep down staff. So whether you may would have had to have 4 people in an 8-person shift or a 9-person shift a day, you really now can join that down to 4, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I got a person that's doing drive-through, boom, boom. Now in the right cities, this is a coffee shop. You get what I'm saying? But what people like coffee shop, but this is coffee. Okay. So in the right city, I'm gonna take this off. I may be loud with it on the end. This is coffee. Okay. What else could y'all put in there? I actually thought of something. I just don't know if it would make enough money. I'll have to research it deeper. But I like interchangeable businesses. Like so snowballs. But you need to find a product that goes with it that's in demand, especially more of the time. You get what I'm saying? I've never seen, but I would love to see a coffee shop that does sell snowballs, especially if it's a shortage of that in the area. Now, this would be very area based, but the, I know the rest of what you need is the branding and the audience. That's all we talking through, y'all. So whether it's brick and mortar or whether it's your personal brand, it all relates back to that. Do you have a class coming, or does one of your business agents? Well, this is a class right now, so the YouTube is going. If you mean a paid class, we have an event coming up, which is March Madness. Uh, and then of course people can buy into the regular classes, which is now every Tuesday, Thursday until March as well is included. So I already know what you're thinking, man. The rest of them, they kind of on the same. I don't know any paid ones that they got coming up. But March Madness is fire for them. And for anybody else, it would be them being able to be inside the bundle. But y'all rocking with me? Y'all get what I'm saying? And do everybody see, got it in the chat if you're like, okay, this makes sense. So, and we was able to do our examples and we was able to go beyond that. But got it in the chat if you like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Because listen, and just to fool it, because I want to make sure I'm making this picture stick for the brand building convert example. Let's go doomsday a little bit. Let's say you took me up on the idea of getting one of the salad that goes in your city. Whatever you would put in that building, especially, I think most people would target coffee. I seen Jazz say tea. If you don't do the research on what needs to go here based on this area, that's audience still. And if you don't brand yourself properly, you're getting in the business to go out of business. Because it's not just that you got a business that people want. Do you have a business that they go come back to? You don't need everybody to build your business. The reason why your audience is so important, y'all, is because you need them to come back. I'm teaching good. Fresh smoothies. I got it, especially the expert journey part. You need the people to come back. Okay. So you got to make sure that you understand that. If them people don't feel like there's and you got to remember, you decreasing the experience because you only got to drive through. So you have to make that even special. So your research, no matter what type of business you build, there's always work in it. So that lets you know to stop listening to these people who say, oh, it ain't gonna be no work, it gonna be easy. No, you gotta understand at every level. Appreciate you, Dean. At every level, there's what? There's some principles and some figuring out to do. I'm helping y'all figure out most of it right here. You got to make sure you know I got to have a brand. And this is more important than ever because we have seen America disassociate themselves with brands. We have seen America say, I go to Joann's, but I don't go enough to where I need them every month, which put Joanne out of business. Party City. Party City said their customers that they would count, their best customer value is a customer who would come back to them 8 times a year. They said if you decrease that 8 down to 5 or 3, that put them out of business right there. And if you really do the math, it makes sense, right? Because what? It's a great brand. But guess what? They audience debunked. And I know some of y'all like, no, I still go get balloons. When is the last time you went to a baby shower, though? When is the last time you went to more than one of them? A year. You know what you did? What? Pre-pandemic. Going out of business is easy. Staying in business takes working consistently. Come on. Come on, their prices was too high and people started buying their own supplies. Yep, people say, what's up, LG? I say people always had their own supplies. Another, like, it was the fact of, because when I went, I still didn't even feel like they was expensive. Not saying they might not got expensive for some people because you got inflation and stuff like that. But once again, if you look at business, like if we look at every business from a brand build convert way, right? If we look at Party City, they had the brand. Party City is a great freaking name. We all know it. We all remember it. We all would go and go back to it. The audience to the conversion piece became a problem. We all know to go get balloons, Halloween costumes. I trust going there more because I don't like ordering this stuff because it may not be right size. You get what I'm saying? You don't know, and it's a costume, so you don't know what materials they making this stuff in. I also am not, I don't feel like blowing up my own balloon. Blowing up balloons with my mouth makes me tired. You get what I'm saying? It went out of business because of exactly what they said. We didn't go to enough birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, graduations, baby showers. That's a lot of money when you start adding up. People that you take 1,000,000 customers who came to you and spent $50, $30, 8 times a year. Take 750 of them, 750,000 of them people. You can take 500,000 of them people. You can take 250,000 of them people and decrease them down to 2 to 3 times a year. You in trouble. Y'all get what I'm saying? This is our opportunity for you to understand this education. Once again, whether you have a personal business, a small brand, you have the opportunity to think. And this help you. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna read some more of y'all comments. This is what I really need y'all to see. Let me stop sharing for a second on this side. This is what I really need y'all to see. This is the big powerful part right here. This is what I really want you to see. This is when I try to tell up and coming business owners like many of us. This is where you have to realize that your business is not yours. Your business is the customers. So you cannot say you want to be in business, you want to make your living from business, you want to create wealth with business, you want to change your family's legacy with business, and you the problem. This you think this thing go off how you think this thing go off how you feel, you think this thing go off what you got going on. Baby, this business. If you sell hot dogs, I don't care what happened to you in the dog. What I want is a hot dog. Why? Because either y'all got the convenience of this is the hot dog spot close to us, or guess what? You got a great hot dog in the city. The only two reasons I'm here. Y'all understand? Y'all feel me? Y'all hear me? You believe me? I just want a hot dog. Where we lose sometimes, not everybody, is through the different levels of understanding. Hey, this thing ain't what I got going on. This is a business. Even your personal brand, because in your personal brand, you give people something. Get to where you say, I don't think I want to get this to them no more. You might well start your brand new personal brand then, or a brand new business. Why? Because the most dangerous thing you can do is change expectations of people who got options. I don't know if y'all were ready for me to cook like this. Listen, one of the most dangerous things for you to do in your business is to change the expectations of people who got options. Well, you just want to stop meeting expectations. When you do that on a job, that's called getting fired. Don't get fired from your own business. You get fired from your own business when you get in a place and you say, "Oh, I want to change the expectations," especially at the wrong time. Now, I don't want people to make this afraid to pivot. If you're gonna pivot, pivot with confidence. Be a dog. I ain't saying it ain't gonna work. I'm just saying if you go build it, build it. And if you bring it what you're bringing, make sure you're bringing it. Because nobody wants to pull up the Sonic and get a three-piece leg and thigh. Why? That ain't even what I expected to get from here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm not going the same way, and I know they do it, but I say all the time, Jack in the Box selling tacos is a Ponzi scheme. It's money laundering, what I say. It's money laundering. Why? How you know is that? Because I know good well I'm not here for the tacos. It's a it's a El Polo Loco, Taco Bruno, Taco Bell, right down the street. I didn't come here for the tacos. But some of y'all be like, yeah, you can give me one for $1. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, a dollar for the convenience, but they better not take that burger. They better not take them fries off the menu. Why? Because you can't change what people expect. Y'all hear me? Okay. Hold on. I seen Shaw had a good comment. I want the milkshake. I don't care if the milkshake machine broken. Come on, listen, bars to exactly what we were just saying. Uh, yes, we did. We started our own business. People making six figures out of event decoration. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, it's a great business model. I'm saying for the size, we got to look at tiers. For the size Party City is, I feel like Party City going out of business is bad for business for the small decoration people because most people can't meet the demand that a Party City met. And if you do, Madeline, what's up? If you do, you need the size loan you need from the bank is out of their world to meet that demand. Not that, and not that I wouldn't want to try, but that would be one of them. That would be one of them behind the door, closed room conversations, where folk would be like, "What we finna talk about?" Uh, what we finna do? What we finna do is we finna sell. How many of y'all understand that? Or you disagree? I don't want to get stuck right there, but I want to see if y'all see it like how I see it. And it's business, so it's options. Well, one person would thrive, me, I would sell I would, if I had a thriving decoration business, when Party City went out of business last year, I would have been looking at, if I'm a big enough business, I'm looking to sell. I had two conversations. One with my banker, and listen, one with whoever my investors or business partner was. Hey, it's time to go. Why? Because not being able to meet the demand is what's called bad for burgers. Bad for burgers is the concept that if one burger chain uh, uh, gets enough people sick, it would be bad for the other burger chains because people may just stop eating burgers. This is why in the branding piece, and when you have your audience here, once again, you cannot lose your audience. You can't lose the audience. Say they didn't shift. Yeah, you can't lose your audience. You gotta know, you gotta be able to look at your audience and think about them and say, okay, what they gonna do? Because if people say I finna stop losing using decorations, it's time to sell. Now, if people say we looking for another option, then oh, hey, it finna be a great day in the neighborhood. But you gotta make sure you also in that type of situation. That was a fun conversation, Shaw, because I would be the person in the room like, okay, I need to hear your plan who want to sell, and I need to hear your plan who want to scale. Because one or the other we finna have to do. Because even now, there's still a large demand for Party City. It just it's not there no more. I felt like everybody who do decorations should have started doing delivery when Party City closed. Cause the location gonna be the problem. If you like in DFW, if you in Mansfield and you booming, but somebody need balloons in Frisco, your business problem ain't gonna be if you can provide it. Your business problem gonna be they ain't gonna want to come down to Frisco. I mean, they ain't gonna want to go from Frisco to Mansfield to get some doggone balloons. So where you would leverage your business at is if you was able to invest in a van and a good driver and a good person to go set up, drop and deliver them balloons, that delivery service. Would y'all agree? Yeah, going mobile. Because get what? You got to meet that demand one way or another, or as much of it as you possibly can. So my answer to it was like, man, if I did that, I would go mobile. And getting a van and an employee to drive and set up is slightly cheaper than trying to scale your entire building situation. Okay. Okay. I don't even know how long we've been going, y'all. Let me see what the TikTok line say. 1 hour 14 minutes. Okay. So we got down to a good start. I had a business idea and I had to scrap it because of that issue. Because of demand, or was it because of funding? This day one or two. This is day one, which is heavy about branding. We still got into building the audience. We still got into converting. So on the YouTube side, I'm still gonna jump in and show how to work the worksheet before we get out of here. Mobility. Could you get the van or could you not get it? Or it might not be a van. I may just be stuck talking about that part. But I would love to know what it was, Vanessa. Because especially if you said if you had to go mobile. All right, so let's settle in some pieces on branding, right? So let me go back here. Remember, you guys, if you sign up, you get a entire worksheet, which you guys can see on the YT side. This is a replay, so you guys can watch it later, okay? So if you're a person who say, well, dang, I'm over here, you can go watch it later. And remember, if you finish your entire worksheet and you join Beat Life through the Beat Life bundle, you get an automatic audit from me. Okay. Now, for those of y'all who can't see, we still gonna talk about it. Let's click on the branding tab right here. Okay. So, and I felt like changing up some of this, but then I thought, why not keep it the same? So, in your brand, even if you have a brand, I want you to use this to audit your brand. Okay. This is our brand layout. First is the name of your brand. The name of your brand, y'all, is so important because the major thing, and I'm gonna put some notes over here just for my sake and y'all's later. The most important part of your brand, y'all, is if your name is able to be remembered. Well, it's two things. First, if it's able to be remembered, and this is the same thing, just said in a different way. If from your name, they can easily find out what you do, that's dope too. Okay. So if it can be remembered is one, but also how relatable I'll say is it. Okay. Do I know what you do from your name? Now, this is even bigger in personal brands than I would say just brick and mortars. Now, it is important for brick and mortars. It is important for service-based people because this could possibly give you the advantage. Now, I have known businesses that did have unique names, and what they did, they just made up for it in other ways. Okay. I don't want to take no chances though. So every business, especially brick and mortars, even personal brands that I think of, I always think about the importance of the name. Okay. So for instance, Matt from Mississippi, you can't get it confused. Y'all feel me? Why? You instantly, you know where I'm from already. Oh, what his content about? Probably Mississippi. Why? The boy name is Matt from Mississippi. You get what I'm saying? Juice and style. You get what I'm saying? Well, it got to be something with some style, with some fashion. Why? It's in his name. You get what I'm saying? Fit is CEO. Beat Life Fit. You get what I'm saying? Well, okay. It got the word fit in it, so it got to have some fitness to it. You get what I'm saying? CEO Coach Matt. Oh yeah, well he coach you if you're a CEO, or he coach you into thinking like a CEO. It there has to be some part of it that is self-explanatory. Okay, all right. So that's where we would be with name, right? Now, like I said, I got some names I could put in here. I'm trying to make sure this stays at 18. Okay. Now your name is very heavy purpose related too. I don't want to I don't want to not include that part, right? Okay. So I don't want to not include that part. Okay. Now your sound. I believe that every brand should have a sound. Every brand should have if you have a sound, this helps you to have a go-to for when it comes to what using sounds. Okay. Matter of fact, fun little fun tool right here. Tell me your sound in your business. The sound that you have is it can be an artist, it can be a genre of music, it can be a type of music, which is a genre. It can be a one specific song. You get what I'm saying? So like beat life fit music, I would consider to be trap music and mixes. Matt from Mississippi is more blues and anything that relates to Mississippi, country, not really country music, but definitely blues music. Juice and Style is very heavy mixes too, but it's way stronger on the R&B side than the hip hop side. You get what I'm saying? So y'all see how that works? Does anybody else know that genre or mix of music? And even if you don't, I want you to put in the chat, not yet. Come in, Malachi. I want you to put in the chat, not yet.
Going to go get the ball.
Okay. Put me some water in here and close those doors back. I want some more. Okay, so Vanessa said not yet. Because that's okay. Because I don't want you to be inactive at something you don't have. I want you to always be thinking, how can I implement this thing? Okay. So gospel music. Okay, so the Faith Walker said gospel music. Oh, listen, come on. Now, what kind? Because you got a lot of gospel music. He said, well, I know what it's not. That should help you know what it is. Watch where you're going. That should help you know what it is. Because unfortunately, you can't just only have the knocks. Okay? You can't just only have the knocks. Okay? All right. So mathematics, choosing style, be like fit. So if I go with, let me highlight it. Some of y'all ought to be tired of me doing be like fit examples. That wasn't what I wanted to do. But it's important to know your sound. Music moves things. Certain movies don't hit the same if the music ain't placed right, if the song don't match. So like for Juice and Style, like I said, it's more of a R&B, a little more soulish, right? Of a sound. For the fitness page, aka Fitness CEO, it's only because I've been telling everybody I would go change my name uh and finalize that. This is rap, hip hop. I say trap, just a kind of trappish, kind of rapish, trappish. No, because all them sounds over there be trap music, huh, y'all? Mm-hmm. Uh, okay. Your next one is your look. What is the look of your brand? Thank you for coming in and being with us, Shaw. Remember, if you want this replay, it is on YT. And if you want the worksheet, it is a free download inside of my Lizzo and my Bizzo. Okay. So the look of your brand, y'all, is the look that you want to keep it coming with. Every brand has a look, even if you think it don't. Like me, I love High Rocks, right? High Rocks has a look. Like that joint looks the exact same. You get what I'm saying? White letters, black background. The letters are always spaced out. Okay. So, like, if I was to say the Juice and Style had a look, it would be street casual, more casual street now, as we've been, kind of up in the echelon. You get what I'm saying? Be like fit always has this um it's like a base color that I've been doing now. Base colors or more, I should say. And you can put base colors in here. So this is that magenta, orange, green, and blue. Did anybody notice how those brand colors have been coming out, especially the orange, green, and blue on that page? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Okay. Okay, and we got Sierra said upbeat. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Your community. Every brand deserves to have a sense of community. Let me put my notes here for the look. Can be colors. And obviously it needs to be consistent. Okay. So now when you look at community, you want to say, how does my community format around this? So juice and style. I'm updating the community to match a product called the Fit. I'm probably gonna call it the Fit Locker, which goes with the Fit Playbook. Has been something that I have recently just been out there with. and is presenting the content newly. Okay. Um, and the Be Like Fit side, of course, it is our Saturday community workouts and soon to be events. Okay. And your community, if you don't know what the thing of it is, because like that's a thing, right, y'all? You may need to know just even the concept of it. What do the people gather and why do they gather? And your biggest thing is, and I'll put this here, you need to know what the primary activity is. Okay. Engagement. Your engagement is how you engage with your community. How do they engage with you most? This sometimes can be based on platform. So with Juice and Style, I would say this is a short form. Uh, so this leads to comment engagement versus fitish. I mean, Be Like Fit. I'm changing from the fitish CEO, but Be Like Fit, what you want to understand is this is going to be focused more on from short to long. So I want them to you found out about it from the short, but it's the long. And I should say even the more in person. Because I don't know anybody on that page who doesn't at some point eventually say, I want to be able to meet with you or work out with you or come to an event with you in person. Okay. All right. Now your purpose and your why is also another strong thing you need to have in here in your brand. Now, your purpose in your why, so like Juice and Style is purpose serves to help men and boy moms style their sons after being trapped. If I had to put one here for Fit CEO, Be Like Fit, it would be um, in, I'm trying to see if I want to say embedding fitness as a more pivotal part of your lifestyle. A working live. No, so this is Dallaska. This is Dallaska. So this day one of Dallaska. So I'm well, yeah, I am working, but I'm working in front of them. They watching on YT. Okay. Now I want to change new customers and existing customers. So if you're working on your worksheet, we go change this. Because in brand, I say you got to know who you are, the you that's showing up. Okay. So you got to know which you is showing up, and then you got to know your representation. This you should be able to put in sentences. Okay. So if I go with Juice and Style that I put in sentence, this is my most stylish and confident self, uh, which is interchangeable through clothes. So it's my chance to be different yet close to the same each day. Y'all following that? All right, your representation. Who are the people you represent? This is very close to your community. This is very close to engagement. This is very close to the why. So in my purpose and why is help men and boys style their moms, right? So my representation, obviously, I mean help men and then help boy moms style their sons. So my representation is men and boy moms who don't know how to change or elevate their style. Y'all see how that worked? And you see how I took the problem and the solution and did it right there? This is once again that being intentional with your brand. From a fitness standpoint, which you is this? This is, and remember, this from a journeyman standpoint. So this is me uh uh making fitness and wellness, I should say, a lifestyle while keeping it fun. Okay. What's up, Tiffany? So y'all see how I'm doing that and how I'm working that right there. Now, on the other end, like I say, representation. Okay. So if we talking about representation for the fitness side, right? This is other people who are, guess what? And this is non-trainer lifestyle journeyman, and of course, ladies, uh, making fitness a lifestyle. So, fun fact in this, which we're going to talk about in day 2, which is tomorrow, we're going to come back every day at 2 p.m. unless something changes. Okay. Your thing you need, the reason why you need to do your brand layout. Remember, this chart is free. All you got to do is go and download it from the first link in the Lizzo and my Bizzo. Okay. Listen, you need to do this because you need to be intentional about what is it that these people are, you are asking them to be a part of, what it is you want them to follow you, go on a journey with you, or buy from you. Sometimes it's so, and y'all let me know, and we'll take questions after this point. So I'm gonna take this down. This is what I want you to understand. We get complicated with the what we delivering to them. That's not the complication part. The complication is a lot of time in how you getting it to them. Point taken. Watch this, right? Amazon lets you pick the products. Their business of letting you pick the products is making sure that they have the products that you want. That's not the hard part. The complicated part, all of their business that they have to be intentional about, is from when you order that thing going to warehouse, being sorted and delivered to you in the most efficient and fast time as possible. Put a 100 in the chat if you get that. Or give me a yelp in the chat if you like, oh, you know what? So it's y'all, it's this. There is stuff in your back office. There is stuff in your intentions that you don't want to get trapped or lost on. You want to be a great decision maker for these things. Okay. You want to be a highly efficient decision maker. You want to every day be becoming a greater decision maker. Because what did we say earlier? It's really us that can mess the business up. It's us that can throw the business off. It's us that can derail the business. So we want to make sure that we know and we understand that, hey, this is the thing that in this back office, in this backspace, I got to make sure my process is right. And I don't need to overly play with it. But the thing about it is the relationship between me and the customer needs to be the simplest part. Come on, somebody. I'm gonna say it again. The relationship between you and the customer needs to be the simplest part. They need to have the fewest options as possible. On the back end, you need to have the most set decisions as possible. I feel like the decision maker comment was for me. It's a lot of them in here. Welcome, Tiffany. You get to see how all the other people feel all the time. Y'all, don't I talk to y'all all the time about making your decisions and being a good decision maker? Some of the people in here done became pro decision makers fooling with me, didn't you? Or you done became a better one in more than one area of your life. Because I will quickly tell you, you got to be a boss. You can't just be a boss on your profile and in your name. Listen, you got to be, guess what you got to do? You got to be a boss in them decision making. You know what I'm saying? And you got to grow in it. You got to grow in it. Your relationship with, I'm telling you, see, Malika's still in here. She's a great example of somebody who is working exclusively with me, who's been building. And this has been the thing, right? And how I believe now I build some really great brands. Truly believe Malika's brand is gonna be one of the top fives that I have built this year. Y'all want to know why? As an owner, as a CEO, when I helped her set decisions, she didn't reset them. Ooh, come on, somebody. I gotta get out of here. She didn't reset them, she didn't change them, she didn't destroy them, she didn't play with them. Because let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all is not the thought of making it worse. You want to know why some of y'all are horrible decision makers? You always play with it to see if it could get better. Come on, somebody. Some of y'all have to understand you can't be playing with always trying to make it better neither. Because sometimes, thank you, Alondra, sometimes that's where you messing it up at. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't really understand the superpower of really having a coach is taking some of the decisions off the table. That's why I don't like clients who not good listeners or doers. If we sit down, because it's your business, and we learn a decision, I don't want to talk to you about that again. Decision needs to go to work. You gotta make y'all listen. They go get a little spiritual for a second. If you really want to go to the next level, you gotta allow your words to go to work. Some of y'all, you send out a word and you always pulling it back, which is why some of your guarantees, your promises, which are tied to your destiny, that is the reason why they fail you often. Because you made a decision, but then you pulled it back. You got to see your decisions like employees. After I sent you to do what you got to go do, I don't need to revert. I don't need to change it. I don't need to call you back. I want you to be doing exactly what I sent you to do the last time I told you to do it. You are so powerful that the things, the intentions in your life can do that. But when you keep, I'm gonna change. If anything, you should be able to show up for your decisions in the challenges. Come on, somebody. Because sometimes a decision you made may run into a challenge. Challenge don't mean change. They two different words for a reason. Challenge is meant to be addressed, taken care of. Do y'all understand? That's why there's obedience, then there's commitment. Some of y'all, you're already in your destiny. The only reason you can't see it, feel it, is because get what? You ain't committed to it. Just like a relationship. It could be going great if you commit to it. And the only reason you ain't committed to it, because you always changing your mind. You always changing the way it goes. You always shifting it around. You got to see your commitment like a car. You change anything on this, why it's saying go, and you might die. That's the way you guys see it. TikTok don't cover me either. You might die. You got to see, you got to be so committed. I'm going too fast to change something. We'll address this when we get to the stop. You understand what I'm saying? You got to see that thing driving. You can't change the tires, the gas. Don't touch nothing while we in drive, while we on go. Because get what? What? That could cost you everything. It'll set you back. It's like driving a stick. You can't just be just And I don't even know how to drive a stick, but I don't watch enough time to know that much that you can't just be in there playing. So even in your business, y'all, you have to understand what decision. Matter of fact, I want y'all to write this down. If you can't write it down, put it in your notes. This is for your business and it's attached to your brand. This is what we do in Dallaska. For those of y'all that just coming in, giving everybody time to get what they go type, write, all that. Dallaska is 3 days. Whenever we have a snow day, I always teach for 3 days. We on live, but we also on YouTube. The YouTube is recorded. We got documents. We do that for free for 3 days, and we give you special offers inside the group. Okay, this is day 1. Okay, and we ain't even got all the content popping out yet, but this is day 1. Okay, wait till that snow hit, and we might not even get snow in these 3 days. That's what's crazy. But this is a master class because I'm gonna repurpose these 3 days too. Okay. I'm gonna repurpose these 3 days. I'm gonna say that part, and YT people, I'm gonna turn it off. So if y'all still there, I want y'all to come back over, and then we'll wrap up over here. But this is what I want to say. I want y'all to write this down. Not even for the rest of the year. I want you to think about what right now. Write it like this. What decision do I need to commit to allow the decision to change, to make change in February? I'm gonna say it again because I know it's kind of long the way I worded it, but y'all know how I am. Listen, what decision do I need to commit to so that the decision can make change in my life in February? However you want to put that in there, but I know that's the same thing I just said. What decision do I need to commit to so that decision can make change in my life in February? Some of y'all, you literally are a commitment away. And sometimes you just have to remember the thing that you're going through is a reaction from your lack of commitment. I'm gonna say that one more time. Make sure you understand that some of what you're going through is a reaction from a lack of commitment. I'm gonna say that one more time. Some of the things you're going through, you have to realize is a reaction from a lack of commitment. In all of our lives, we got it. In my life, in my life, I like to know and find. Sometimes I don't like to know it. Sometimes I don't like to find it. But it's best when I know and find, okay, I'm not committed in this area. Sometimes it'll take you a while too. Sometimes it'll take you a little while for you to be like, man, I got this area in my life right here needs more commitment. This area right here, where? Right here, need more commitment. And listen, then what y'all got to understand. Oh, this so good right here. The areas where you need commitment is where you need the most help. Muscling through the areas where you need commitment and needing help is like playing a game when you know you need a certain team member and you show up without that team member when you could have just called them. I might didn't need you for this and this, but for them right here, this is not the place to be independent. Stop being IEDEPENDENT in the areas where you need help. I ain't never met so many people who suffer from decision fatigue. Now I have a coach. Shameless plug. I ain't never met so many people who had decision fatigue. Now I have a coach. I'll be like, so you just gonna know the problem in the answer and you still gonna fail. God, dog, you know the problem in the answer and you still gonna fail? Oh, what What type of student is you? I need to make sure I don't never sit next to you in class. That's it. Come on, insanity. You know the problem in there. And then how you know it's insanity is they say stuff like, but I already know this what I need to do. But you know it's what you're not doing, right? So when you get advice, when you get a word, when you get help on that thing, don't touch it. This work the same way with, now listen, so y'all don't think I'm shooting the bull with you. Listen, the same way this goes for coaching. Watch this. It go the same for employees. It don't make no sense to have employees and you go do all the work. It don't make no sense to have teammates and team members and you don't trust them. Come on, somebody. You mean to tell me you got help, but you won't let the help you? They just there. You trying to micromanage them and carrying on. You steady trying to manage the. You listen. Sometimes you can't manage the help. You gotta let the help work. Come on, somebody. Y'all be having help. Whether it be your pride, your ego. Some of y'all, the only reason you ain't got what you want is because you can't have it the way you want to do it yet. God sent me here. Some of y'all, the only reason you ain't got what you want is because you can't do it the way you want to do it. You would have been had it if you would have did it the way the man done showed it to you, told it to you, laid it out for you. It could have been went right. You want to know why it ain't went right? Still trying to do it the way you want to do it. You won't let work work. You won't let help. Come on, listen. Perfection is problems. Listen, chasing ghosts. Chasing ghosts. You got to let the help. You got to let the work. You got to let the coach. You got to let the employee. You cannot be so stuck on being in control that you have less because you want to do more. If anything, y'all, I be trying to help some of y'all. I really feel like God gave me a break from some of y'all because some of y'all I ain't talking to because y'all done fixed it. Shout out to all my clients who done fixed it. Glory be to God. Some clients right now, y'all, that listen, they're a breath of fresh air. I need a couple more of y'all to come on. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about some of y'all that done already paid me too. I need you to start doing what I told you to do 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. Some of y'all like, I'm bringing up old stuff. It wouldn't be old if you was consistent because you would still be doing it. But what I was going to say was, you know the business owners I dislike the most now? Ones that work too hard. Some of y'all, you work too hard. You work too hard because you be wanting to think about it and do it. I'm not, ain't nothing left to think about. After I done talk, after we done did the plan, I'm finna think and work. Come on, somebody. Y'all need to hear this. I'm not finna think and work. After we done thought about it, you talking about what you think about it. About it when we planned it. Doing it. I ain't thought about it since I did it. What you talking about? Well, I think no, I don't. You want to know what I think about it? No, I don't. I don't. Because plans ain't meant to be thought about. They meant to be worked. That's why it's called a game plan. You play it. If anything, you play the game. Y'all want to think about it. Bunch of thinkers. You ain't got paid to think yet. God, oh, when we gonna do something? When we gonna do something? And we could have been making the same money, doing the same thing, but you want to think about it. You want to think about it. Then some of y'all, I appreciate y'all. You want to act like you're getting money to them. Let me stop. We ain't here for that day. We on YouTube. This is recorded. Let me YouTube people, come on back. Come on back to TikTok IG so we can shut this down. I've been here too long. I'm starting to slip. Starting to slip. You, I'm starting to slip. You want to help people. Say, let it go. I just be listen. Just be listen. I'm just saying, listen. Said, tell us. Now we go stay focused. We go stay focused. You can't be all outside like that all the time. It just know that you would rather have the progression of the game plan rather than I woke up, I thought about it, and it went well. Because you know the problem with that, it don't last anyway. Okay? It don't last anyway. So I ain't done, but I gotta close out this side. So a little announcement. Then I'll ask y'all again. If I was your coach today, what questions would you ask me? What would you want me to help you with? Where do you want me to take your pain away? Take you hands off. Because when I come hands on, it's so you can take your hands off of it. Don't put your hand on it when I got my hand on it. You get what I'm saying? Unless I tell you to. I tell you where your hand go, and you gonna be wow when it start working. But listen, this is day one. Y'all make sure you go find day two. It should be inside of the playlist, or you can just click on the page and go to day two. This is branding of Dallaska 2026 for your business, personal brand, small business, service based, brick and mortar. We've talked about it all today, y'all. So I see y'all on day two.